What's going on, people? It's your man, the White B. Once again, big shout out to my Darky, the King of Coin, Lawrence King, for coming through and boosting up the coin. So, man, it's cold in the UK. That cold front got blown in, man. Seriously. Yeah. The global warming masexuals. They sick right now. They need to come and spend the winter here. It's freezing cold, man. My hands are numb. And you best believe it. Talking about global, I'll give you global warming in a minute. Come stay in my house. How about that one there? There's not a bit of global warming right here. That's what you best believe, man. Them energy rates is diabolical. Anyway, bosh. I don't know what these Jake Paul masexualites are on. I think they're probably rage baiting nonetheless, though. You best believe it. We're talking about it. Yeah. AJ versus Fake the Cake RuPaul is topical. So let's address this here. I don't even know. I'd like to believe there are some. I was gassed off Fake Paul at one point. So that leads me to believe it's possible. There are certain men who really think he's going to do something. Check this corny cat out. Jake Paul drops 280-pound heavyweight with headgear and 16-ounce gloves. For reference, Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua will have no headgear, 10-ounce gloves, a 245-pound weight limit. Considering Joshua's suspect chin, will fake RuPaul pull off the upset by landing this nuke? Now, I for this corny cat's sake, I'd hope he's rage baiting. That's what I'd hope he's doing. But in the case he's not, let's talk about it. And to be quite frank, the way he's dropping these things in here, listen, the best rage baits, they tend to have an element of truth where you could be being serious. So again, I'm not in this corny cat's head, thank God. This guy with this cat here, Tyrone RuPauler, he would blow Fake Paul. Seriously, if Fake Paul said, hey man, hold this between your lips, he would hold it between his lips. That's what he'd do, for sure. Yeah, and there's enough man of them out there, people. Yeah? Of the 4 or 5 billion men on Earth, let's take football's one that gets people hyped up, right? Of the 4 to 5 billion men on Earth, how many? I'm not even just talking the ones who are actually fully rainbow flag. I'm talking about men who actually like women. Yeah, how many of them 4 or 5 billion would blow Cristiano Ronaldo? Oops. About 1 billion of them. It could be more. It could be knocking on to 2 or 3, to be fair. Bear man would blow Ronaldo. I saw some corny video. I should have saved it for you, man. I should have saved it. There was some white Donny, yeah, at some corny concert. And he was like, have you seen them, man, at a corny concert, man? A corny Kabbalist. I don't know. It wasn't 50 Cent, but it might as well have been. It was some corny celebrity concert. And the guy's like proper, I'm thinking, whoa, something's gone wrong here, folks. This wasn't what the great Lord intended. Yeah? I'm never going to no corny concert, man. Yeah? No corny concert am I going to, man. Unless that corny cat on that stage got some money for me, I'll pay him money. You bugging? Never mind. That's what they made Spotify, man. I can hear what he got to say on the track. I ain't got to go see him though. Like, I'm not knocking people, each to their own and whatnot, but I'm not standing there like a fangirl. What you want to do? Get on the tour bus as well. Listen, I'm telling you right now. Yeah? You best believe it. 90% of the man who go to them concerts would blow dude on the stage. Yeah, if no one would find out, I don't know, let's say it's normally chicks there, but the dudes who are there, you get the point I'm making, man. The dudes who are at them things there. Yeah, if that guy said, hey man, do you want to come back to the spot? Yeah, I got the penthouse. Enough man would go back to the spot. And if he said, listen, hold this right here. Hold this between your lips right here, man. They'd be holding it. They'd be holding this right there between their lips. My point is, I don't even know what my point was, but listen. This Tyrone RuPauler, this corny account, he that guy. Yeah, he would, you best believe, man. He believes Fake Paul, man. Let me taste that. That's what it'd be on, corny looking cat. Corny sounding cat, sorry. About no headgear. I'll give you no headgear. Listen, Fake Paul could have a 50-inch headgear on. he's useless. He couldn't do nothing with Mike. Did you see how scared he was in that first round with 60-year-old Mike coming at him in a 40? The ring was massive as well. Did you see it? He was, he panicked. Fake Paul been panicking. Watch the Timmy Fury fight back. Timmy starts slapping and Fake Paul looks like a fish out of water, just flapping around, man. And someone said in the comments the other day, they said, yeah, RuPaul would put belt to arse on Fake Paul, and I tend to agree. I think RuPaul can squabble. Have you seen them rainbow flag, man? They can fight, to be fair. especially if you mess with them, they can fight. They ain't playing. They'll take all that shit off right there. They'll take their nails off right there and then and throw down, man. And look into Greek history. A lot of them, man, was doing a madness. They love the dudes and the Roman cats. They love the little boys in that one there. So my point is, with the Greeks, apparently, yeah, no one was more feared than a rainbow flag Greek Donny who was in battle with his man, because they'd just be ferocious and feral almost. And that's what was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about RuPaul. RuPaul, listen, if Fake Paul messed around with RuPaul's man, he would put belt to arse on Fake Paul. He would. Let me show you RuPaul right now. RuPaul's 6'6", 240. I'm not sure if he's a... I assume he's probably a power top, to be fair. Let's see what he is. Is RuPaul a top or bottom? Let's have a find. Yes. Is RuPaul a top or a bottom? RuPaul has not publicly disclosed whether she is a top or bottom. As the topic is come on, man. I'll tell you right now. Let's define this cat right now. Let's find RuPaul, man. RuPaul, he ain't playing. He ain't playing with your ass, man. Big old Nephilim, rainbow flag looking Donny, man. He ain't playing. Come on now. He ain't playing even a bit. RuPaul height. Let's see how much is 193. That sounds big, man. 193 centimeters. Check his weight. RuPaul's weight. Oh, it's not publicly disclosed, but trust me. He's 6 foot. What is that? 193 cm, 2 feet. 6'3" and a half. He's 6'3" and a half. 240 pounds. Lean. Power top. Okay. Fake Paul don't want that one there. He don't want that. He'd be all over him. So Fake Paul knows better than playing with RuPaul's man. He ain't gonna do that. He don't want that one there. Never mind Johnston. Yeah? And I'll tell you how we know AJ will win. If Fake Paul mess around with skins, that's his ass. For damn sure. AJ will go Greek on that Fake Paul looking dude, man. He will. You don't play with skins, Fake Paul. Don't be in skins DM, man. AJ ain't playing like that. He ain't. Yeah? That'll be your ass, is what it will be, Fake Paul. Messing around with skins like that. Anyway, what was I doing here? Oh, we were talking about this situation here. So this Jake Paul masexualite, no headgear, 10-ounce gloves. So he's basically, I'm going to play the footage in a second, but he's telling you Jake Paul hit a man with headguard and big gloves, and the man weighed more than AJ and he still went down. Let's watch this corny clip. That's what we're fixing to do. Let's watch this corny quick clip right now. They always put some music on there, man. Let's watch the clip. This guy can't box for toffee. Big bag of lard looking. That's what I've been telling you, man, as well. The guy's Fake Paul spars, they're no good at all. This guy is a big muffin top. He's no good whatsoever. He's about... You're right, he's 280 pounds. He's 280 pounds round ways. Yeah? He's round. It's the width of him, 280 pounds. And he's no good. He looks like he's never boxed a day in his life. Listen, AJ can be leaky too, but he ain't like this. There's no athleticism in this big bowlable muffin top. There's not. And even then, he got straight back up. So he boshed him. You see his head spin. You see his... Wait there a minute. You see the guy's head. So the guy's head, there's a lot of torque. Jake Paul looks at the floor. He's not going to get away with this. Is a small heavyweight here. Jake Paul's 6 foot. This guy's probably 6'1". Jake Paul's not going to get away with this shot. I don't believe. He'll get a big uppercut off Johnson. You can't... In real pro boxing, you can't... What was the last fighter you saw looking at the floor and swinging big overhands? Name me one. Some of the old school man would do it, but that was different. Why? They was doing it old school. I can't... What's the word? trying to think, who would really bowl for the Ashes like that? Even then, though. Some of the old school, man, when they're in the paint, they might wing overhand kind of thing. Dave Allen does it, but it's not the same as fake Paul, man. And even then, how successful has that been for Dave Allen? I don't like it when he does that. You see it coming from a mile off. And that's why Chisora gets away with it, but he'll come rolling under, he's moving, he's swaying and throwing. Fake Paul is predictable. He'll look at the floor, no head, he's not coming in left and right and rolling under. He goes, doosh, and then bowls for the Ashes. Watch this corny cat. Yeah. Watch this corny cat. Look at the floor, Bosh. Look at him looking at the floor, man. AJ will lift him up. Yeah? Look at this. He's actually looking. Chisora don't even do that, man. He's literally... he's doing a one-legged deadlift, man. That's what he's doing. Look at this guy. Look at fake Paul. Actually looking at the floor. Jake Paul will lift him up. Yeah? AJ will lift him right off his feet with a moody uppercut. Yeah? This big, slow, ponderous plodder with his hands by his waist. He's no good at all. And you can't get... Again, how did this work against Tommy? Yeah? You couldn't land it against Tommy. Tommy's not... Even if you say AJ is a supreme athlete. And he's got better... I think he's got better skills. What skills has Tommy got? Really? None. There's nothing Tommy does that's on world level. I don't even think his defence is that good. End of the day. You couldn't catch Tommy with this shot, who's your size. AJ's 6'6", 250. Lean. Okay? That's what he is. And he got good feet as well. Better than this plod in India. Look at this big bullabus. Look at this big bullabus. But my point is, he spun his block, no doubt. He spins his block, his head rattles, but he's not ice cold. He didn't ice cold this plumber from Oklahoma. He didn't. He got straight back up. And that was your best shot. You landed your best shot. And this pudding got straight back up. So what's your point? Yeah? Who's this guy? Who is this? Is this Jarrell Miller? Okay, wait a minute. This might be Jarrell Miller. Listen, if fake Paul was in there with Jarrell Miller and looked at the floor and bowled it, you'd say, okay then, well, wouldn't you? Yeah, that's what you'd say. Who is this guy? Come on, Mr. Tyrone Paul, a masexualite. You must have put his name. He must have been someone. Or is it a nobody? Oh, he's a nobody. When was the last time you saw fake Paul spar someone? Fake Paul bottled the Hasim Rahman Jr. fight. Hasim Rahman's no good. He's no good at all. He's no good at all, man. And Hasim Rahman said, when he was sparring fake Paul, he was told by fake Paul's trainer, yeah, we want to get his confidence up, and yeah, you're a pro, so just look. That's how it goes, man. Fake Paul don't have real spars. Otherwise, fake Paul was the king of the neeks, right? No, I think KSI is a bit more neaky, but they're there or thereabouts. KSI, fake Paul, the king of the internet neeks. Yeah? Now, what would the co-kings of internet neeks do if they was punching up proper fighters? Oops. Yeah? Oh, IB, you telling me that fake Paul knocks down Jar Pattaya in sparring, or anyone, Chris Billham Smith or Richard Riakporhe, pick who you want, Jack Massey even, Isaac, you telling me fake Paul knocks down Isaac Chamberlain in sparring and all over the internet, and fake Paul's not going to be wanking himself off? Of course he would be. And I'd take that clip and say, no, fair play to him. Because I've got Chamberlain, Jack Massey would put belt to arse on fake Paul all day and night. You wouldn't believe how much belt to arse you'd see, man. It would look like an African-American house from like the 1940s, man. The amount of belt to arse you'd witness. That is what it would be. Right? Where they at, man? Because all we see you in there was a bunch of puddings. A bunch of puddings is what we see you in there with. So don't come with this rubbish. Winds me up, man. About AJ's suspect chin. Fake Paul, you've been in there with old relics. Anderson Silva's 50 years old. He was finished at 38 in the UFC 15 years ago. He was finished. He was finished, man. He was. 10 years later, you fought a finished Anderson Silva, and you had a life and death, and you won the fight. Fair play. It was a life and death, though. Could have gone either way on that one. He's 50. Mike. Okay, some people say you carried him. Whatever. Yeah? you still didn't do nothing in there. And when Mike had a little bit of legs in the first round, you looked scared to death. Tommy, there's clips in that fight. He's thrashing, and you're... Fake Paul's like, just ducking. He's not got no idea what... He's got no composure. And that's one thing you need. You need composure. You need composure in this game. It's one of the most important things. Fake Paul closes his eyes, looks at the floor. You can't do that, man. You can't do that in this game. Not with AJ. His hands... Fake Paul's never fought someone with quick hands who's shooting down from 6'6". Shooting down, quick hands, good feet. Fake Paul's... Okay, Tommy's got good defensive feet. He ain't got the good offensive feet, though, like that. AJ's... I think, listen, he's got his limitations, but he's a balanced, fair fighter. Right? Proper world level, balanced, fair fighter. If you're a bum and you get in there with AJ, you're in serious harm's way. Like, I don't know. Elenius. He was thinking to place that in that fight until he wasn't. But that's the point I'm making. Certain man would get in there with Helenius and get punched up. Or get in there with Wallen and get punched up. Maybe not, he's a power bottom, but still. You know, you can just put your lights out like that. Even if he's shot to bits. Yeah? And those are big experienced men themselves who didn't win a round, really. So if these men can't win a round against AJ, what's a little... Fake Paul's a 1-7. What's he going to do? Seriously. Oh, you can look at the floor. He might do. It might be rigged. That's what I'm saying. It might be rigged. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Fake Paul could win if it's rigged. That's as simple as that. I'm not sitting and telling you there's no chance. There is a chance. There's a chance it's rigged. And that's the chance that... Whatever probability you put on that Fake Paul's rigged this fight, he has no chance in legitimate... Seriously. Never mind 1%. It's 0. They could fight 100 times, 1,000 times... And he would lose every... It's not even a puncher's chance in this one, to be quite frank. Because honestly, I'm not even sure... I'm trying to think now. Let's have a think here. What level is Fake Paul? I don't think he can punch. I really don't. You think about someone like Riakporhe, right? He fought at the weekend. Riakporhe can punch. If you stand there and he whacks you, you're going to feel it. Fake Paul, though. Who's he punched like that? You put Fake Paul in there with Tommy Welch, it goes points. 50-50. I'd probably back Welch, the guy that Riakporhe plastered in 2 rounds. See what I'm trying to say? Power, it doesn't mean you beat everyone, but the plumbers you get in there with, they get done some serious harm. Fake Paul, you put Riakporhe in there right now with Nate Diaz, it goes 2 rounds. He'd just walk onto him, because he can't punch. Nate Diaz can't punch. He can't punch. He's 45-year-old, and he'd been on the Spice. Renowned Spice head. What would Riakporhe do with Nate Diaz? Who betting on it going distance and life and death, and it could have gone either way at the end? Fake Paul run out of gas. Oops. He gets done in 2 rounds, maybe a round. Because what you think Riakporhe's going to be panicking from what Nate Diaz is doing? He'd cut straight through Nate Diaz. And I'm not knocking Nate. He's 45. He's been caning the Spice, and his career was in the UFC, and that's okay. But that's the point I'm making. Jake was in there having a faff around with little 150 pounds soaking wet. Put him up. Mike Perry. He took him 5 rounds. How long will Riakporhe do with Mike Perry? He wouldn't go around. He's too like this. Nate might last long. I'll give Nate 2 rounds against Riakporhe. Mike Perry's done in a round. You can't come forward with a proper cruiserweight / heavyweight like that. And it's going 5 rounds and it's all... No, sorry. You put Riakporhe in there with Tommy. He gets stopped. Riakporhe stops Tommy. For sure. He stops him. And it's all coming one way. Because once you're in the heavyweights, when them shots are flying, you got to have something to keep them off. And Tommy ain't got that. He couldn't... If Tommy had that, he'd have walked straight through. Did you see Tommy in KSI? And that was after the Fake Paul fight. So Tommy should have, in theory, got better. What happens if you put... KSI was about 140 pounds soaking wet. Yeah, he was. Most of that, I'd give him 100... To be fair to KSI, 100 pounds of his weight is his forehead. But whatever. Add his forehead to the rest of his body, it's 140 pounds soaking wet KSI was. You put Riakporhe in there with KSI, how many rounds it go, man? I don't care if he's hopping around. Riakporhe walk right into him. What's he going to do? Hop around. Hopping around, back like a jack in the box. Don't really turn no one off like that, man. Not at that level. Now, if you're hopping around and your name's Usyk, but Usyk's throwing his hands as well, though. KSI was just hopping on the spot. It was embarrassing to watch. And Tommy's like, that shows you the level of Tommy, man. Seriously, that shows you the level. He can't squabble, and he slapped you half to death, and you didn't know what to do when he was slapping you. So I don't like these narratives that these men be putting out there. And I really am praying that Johnston ain't taking a dive here. I really am, because it'll be honestly. Someone else said in the comments, if AJ if he gets beat, he's not watching boxing anymore, and that is kind of. I will watch it because it's part of my income, so I have to. But I get his sentiment. It really will be the biggest scam of all time, and it always has to be though. Or maybe, hopefully, Jake Paul's just super confident. Hopefully, he's really confident, and it's not rigged, but he really feels himself because he's knocked out some big puddings, some 280-pound puddings, right? Hopefully, for our sake, that's the case. Landing this nuke, the nuke that the guy got up from. I don't get that. Fake Paul's, honestly, I'm not even just saying it. Fair play to him. Yeah, he came from Disney, and he's doing all right for a Disney kid. No one can deny that. He's doing all right for a Disney kid. He can't box though, seriously. I see nothing here. Nothing he does, I think, oh, you can box a bit. I just don't see it. I'll let you know. If I do see it, I'll let you know. And that Tommy fight is where he lost me as well. Because if he could box, he'd have been all over Tommy. Instead, he didn't know what he was doing in there. He didn't. He doesn't know what he's doing. He throws these clubbing hooks. He doesn't like getting hit, Fake Paul. Which means you have no composure. We saw that with Eubank at the weekend as well. You have to have composure in this game. Even if no one likes getting hit, but you can't, the minute someone comes forward, you can't always be backing out and panicking and rocking and rolling, man. You can't always. Well, some fighters can do it. Someone like, even Erislandy Lara, he's not panicking. Does that make sense? When Erislandy Lara moves, he'll pop your roll off and it looks controlled. Eubank was in there like, he was panicking in there. Like he really was scared to death to get hit. You can't do that, and Fake Paul does that. He looks like he's seen a ghost if someone comes at him. And that for me is when I start seeing someone's not scared to get hit, that is part of a real boxer, in my opinion. If you get in the ring and it's like you're proper anxiety and you're overthinking it, that composure comes with. That is part of. I can see it. You can see when someone's made it to pro boxers. Having your license don't make you a pro boxer, in my opinion. Any weapon really could get one. Does that make sense? I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying that composure you get. Whether you're winning and losing. Even look at the guys that Atama fought and Atama went points with. Okay, they were stiff idiots. But still, it's a kind of a poise you get at some point, you should get. Fake Paul's never had that. I've never seen him in there calm and working. He's always looking for the back door. With Tommy, he looks at the floor and then cuffs his hook over because he's got his head's not in position. Does that make sense? He's thinking, oh, I might get hit back, so what I'll do is I'll lean over here and then try and cuff my hook in. So it turns it slappy. When you see Canelo hook, it's from a he's got a base here. Does that make sense? Fake Paul tries to get. You could it's great defensive. It's not. You're scared to get popped, so you try and I'll move this way and then I'll just cuff my hook in. Rubbish. No good. And then big movements. If you've got to lean over here or lean down there to get your right hand over, it don't work. How many fighters have you seen do that, man? Leaning over here and leaning over there, trying to sneak a little shot in, and a little slappy shot. He throws hooks like that. No, not going to work, man. Seriously. I wish I could play footage. He's no good. Honestly. Never mind Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence. But listen. Oh, I see something. He can't box. He's in trouble. If it's not rigged, he's in serious harm's way. And I hope he really does believe he can do something, man, because I can't wait to lose money with AJ just going there. With his hands by his waist. Fake Paul will be so slow at 230 as well. You won't have seen a man as slow as Fake Paul. I don't care what gear. People are saying, oh, he's going to be on the gear. Fake Paul could take gear for the next 50 years. Yeah, he could take gear for the. Let's assume humans didn't age, right? Let's say fake Paul's physiology remained the same at 80 years old. Let's assume we're just a different race and we're the same. We don't get older. Fake Paul could cane the gear for 50 years, and he would still do absolutely zippo with Johnston, Mr. Anthony. He would do nothing whatsoever. Not even half a thing. Not a lucky punch. Not nothing. He would do. He's too small. He's too small. Yeah. The same way Tommy would do nothing as well. It's going to be a joke in there if it's real. Honestly, it'll be one of the best jokes I've ever watched in my life. Anyway, I'm out of here, man. Smash the like button, subscribe. Check out my Patreon video right here that got zappoed from YouTube. Porky Corner reported it for harassment. I was on his neck bad. Man, I was on his neck bad. The Lord knows I was on his neck. He didn't want it on there. He didn't want the masses to witness it. So if you're interested in watching that video that got wiped out, click this button right here. And if not, enjoy your Thursday. And I'll catch you, man. Try not to freeze to death in these global warmatory times, folks. Johnny. Bye.